Good morning, students. Let's continue the chapter thermodynamics and let's continue the classification of thermodynamic process. In previous lecture, we have seen the isothermal process and also seen the thermodynamics of this isothermal process in detail. Now let us see the next process, and that is the isobaric process. A process which occur at constant pressure is known as the isobaric process. Here the change in pressure is equal to 0 for the isobaric process. In isobaric process, although the change in pressure is 0, but the volume and temperature, they are allowed it to change. The volume is get changed and the temperature that also get changed. Now let's see the PV diagram of this isobaric process. Suppose this is the pressure axis and this is the volume axis. This is the initial state, okay, which corresponds to volume Vi. So this is the volume Vi. In isobaric process, the pressure is kept constant, so there is no change in the pressure. So the system changes from this initial state A to the final state B. At the final state, suppose the volume is Vf, and as there is change in volume, the work is done, and also there is change in temperature. Suppose the initial temperature is Ti, and suppose the final temperature is Tf. As there is change in temperature, there is change in internal energy of the system. So in this isobaric process, there is change in internal energy, there is change in work done, and there is change in the heat absorbed in a system. Now suppose the cylinder is heated so that the gas is get expanded, then the work done W in the expansion of gas is given by equation W is equal to P into dV, where this dV is the change in volume. The volume get changed from its initial volume Vi to its final volume Vf. So the work done is equal to P into Vf minus P into Vi. This is the work done. Now we know the ideal gas equation, that PV is equal to nRT. Here for the isobaric process, the pressure is constant. Which thing is allowed it to change? The volume is changed and the temperature is changed. Suppose the initial volume is Vi and initial temperature is Vi. Now applying again the same ideal gas equation, that PV is equal to nRT. Suppose the final volume Vf and the final temperature is Tf. Now let us substitute these values in this equation. We get the equation for work done. W is equal to P into Vf. P into Vf is equal to N into R into Tf minus P into Vi. P into Vi is equal to N into R into Ti. So we get here N into R, that is the constant, Tf minus Ti, where this Tf minus Ti is nothing but the change in temperature del T. So the work done W is equal to N into R into del T. Now let us find the change in internal energy of the system. The change in internal energy of the system del U is equal to N into Cv dt, where the Cv is the specific heat at constant volume. This is the change in internal energy. We know the first law of thermodynamics, that the change in internal energy is the difference between heat supplied to the system and work done by the system. So the heat supplied Q is equal to del U plus W. Now let us find the heat supplied to the system Q. Q is equal to what? Del U. And what is the value of del U? Del U is equal to N into CV dt. N into CV dt plus the work done, and the work done is equal to N into R into dt. Here this N and dt, they are the constant, they are the common. So what remain in bracket? CV plus R, and this N and dt, they are common. We know CV plus R is Cp, so we get the heat supplied Q is equal to N into Cp dt. So this is the equation for the isobaric process. The heat supplied Q is equal to Npc dt. From this equation, we may say that the heat supplied is utilized in two parts. The first one is to increase the internal energy of the system, and the second one is to do work on the piston. In the process, the piston is get moved in upward direction. Now let us see the next thermodynamic process, and that is the isochoric process. Which process is said to be isochoric process? A process in which the volume of gas is constant. That process is known as the isochoric process. Now let us see the next process, that is the isochoric process. In isochoric process, the volume is constant. The change in the change in volume is 0 for the isochoric process. In isochoric process, the pressure and temperature, they are allowed it to change. And now let us see the PV diagram for this isochoric process. Suppose this is our pressure axis, this is our volume axis. Suppose this is the initial state A, and at this initial state the volume is V. In isochoric process, the volume is kept constant, and now the pressure is decreases and the pressure become Vf. Here the pressure is Pf, and here the pressure is Pi. And at the state A, suppose the temperature is Ti, and at this stage, suppose the temperature is Tf. In isochoric process, the change in volume is 0. We know the equation for work done, W is equal to P into del V. But for this, del V is equal to 0. So this work done in this process is 0. The work done in this isochoric process is 0. When that gas is heated, then that gas does not do any work on the piston. Then we will find the change in internal energy. The change in internal energy is given by equation del U is equal to N into CV dt, where the CV is the specific heat at constant volume. So according to first law of thermodynamics, the change in internal energy del U is equal to Q minus W. So this Q is equal to del U plus W, but for this the work done is 0. So in this isochoric process, Q is equal to del U, or we may say that this Q is equal to del U, and del U is equal to N into CV dt. From this equation, we may say that the heat which is supplied to the system, that all is get utilized to increase the internal energy of the system. In this isochoric process, the internal energy of a system is get increased, means the temperature of that system is get increased. So this is all about the isochoric process. Earlier we have seen the isobaric process. Okay, thank you.